44 Zerglings are in production right now. HayprO just spending all his minerals. He's got 1,200 minerals and gas. That's quite a large stockpile. drewbie doing a much better job with his spending, sticking around 300 or 400 of each. Drops his scan real quick just to see where HayprO's army is or is not. Sends a few Marines up, and a couple of them do get slaughtered by Speedlings, but he loads up in those bunkers, ready for any kind of attack HayprO might be starting. And it looks like HayprO does have quite a lot of Banelings. They've already got speed. He's got a lot of Speedlings up here at the top, and now he is rushing Speedlings first, which I cannot recommend because all these tanks in this line are going to be able to just blast away at them and kill all of them at the same time. All these Banelings roll up. He needs to be hitting this planetary fortress with them. Instead, it looks like he's trying to micro them, squeeze them through these tiny holes. That was a really good blast there, killing some SCVs. But I noticed that this planetary fortress is still alive. There was a fungal up here on some Marines, but with this many medevacs supporting, none of them actually go down. HayprO probably should have killed the planetary fortress. Didn't actually get a very good army kill. Killed a lot of SCVs in a turret right here. Got that bunker line dropped a little bit, but now he's left with nearly no army. These mutas flying by aimlessly get picked off by the Marines. drewbie actually attacking on two fronts now, over there at the third and at the high yield. Some Banelings morphing here. I think HayprO will be able to hold off this Thor and Marine little bit here, but this force moving in the back is actually much more substantial. It already picked off the hatchery at the third. Now we see some Lings and Mutas and Banelings trying to take it on. We'll see if any Banelings get any good effect here. Good fungal right there. Lots of Marines going down. This Thor is going to be surrounded by Speedlings and picked off, so good job by HayprO to defend against that. There's a Thor of drewbie just sitting here, not actually attacking anything. That's kind of a mistake. Now all these medevacs trying to flee from these two Mutalisks, which will take absolutely forever to actually kill those off. Now some Marines show up and pop those in the face. This lone Thor here just hanging out, waiting for more support. I'm still not sure if drewbie even knows that it's there. It's going to be killed, surrounded by Speedlings and killed very quickly. And these Marines and second Thor show up. They're probably going to be okay trying to pick off this hatchery. Lots of Speedlings moving in still, no repair forces. This Infestor could get a nice fungal off. He does not have the energy for it quite yet though, and instead it is just blasted by the Thor and killed. Banelings do kill a few Marines right there, but I have to say that drewbie has been getting the positive end of these exchanges. HayprO's money is still very high, 23 minerals, 1,900 gas, and drewbie still at around 400 and 300 of each. drewbie just doing a phenomenal job with his spending. If you look at HayprO's production tab, he's getting every upgrade that he can think of right now. Any upgrade that's available, he's just trying to spend that money, and he's buying 6 Ultralisks right now, so his money should be down. Yes, it is. Now he's down under 100 minerals, just morphing Banelings and Ultras as fast as he can. drewbie looks like he's loaded up a few medevacs with some units and going to be dropping in the main, trying to pick off some tech structures, most likely there. He does the parachute drop. It drops while the medevac is moving. This one still actually has one lonely Marine tucked up inside of it, but he's able to pick off a couple of tech structures. What he chooses to attack here is going to be very important, as HayprO doesn't really have anything to defend currently except these Speedlings, and this many stimmable Marines with upgrades are going to be fine there. They're 2-1 against 0-2 upgrades on these Speedlings, so drewbie going to be just fine there. Oh, loads up all those Marines. Perfect timing to avoid the Baneling blasts. And Ultra's now on the field for HayprO, so he's going to try to combine all his ground forces. He kind of abandoned Mutalisks. It looks like he wants to just kill this planetary fortress at all measures possible. drewbie actually, wow, picked up and dropped again. He actually dropped again into those Banelings. That was kind of a silly decision. Now he's just got a bunch of useless medevacs here. No real ground forces. They're all rallied up here at his planetary fortress. He's at 138 food against HayprO's 140. Those Ultralisks, of course, take a ton of food. Both players doing very good with their spending still, except drewbie's getting a little bit high on gas, but sticking to this bio mix. He doesn't really need... there's no units that he would be really efficient to spend that gas on right now. So it'll just be nice to have that later if he's forced to rebuild his army again. Drops a scan down there at the gold, sees that there are some Ultralisks there. See if he chooses to attack that or not. drewbie also able to expand down here at the bottom. It looks like he floated his main. No, he didn't. He actually just built another command center and floated it down there. So drewbie looking good. The map is totally divided. HayprO never took this base. I'm a little surprised at that, since he broke those rocks like a year ago with those Lings. He's been a little busy though, so I guess I can forgive him. drewbie's money is getting very high again. He's not quite maxed yet. HayprO's mineral count is getting quite high, also not maxed. Some Ultras, drones, upgrades still rolling, bio and bio upgrades rolling for drewbie. Here the Ultras started to attack that command center. He just lifts off, and all these Ultras are going to be annihilated by these stemmed Marine Marauders. I'm not sure if they got hardly any kills there. Infestors move in, dropping some fungals, but Infestors alone do not an army make. A Baneling rolls in there and gets picked off really, really fast. So more Ultras coming in, and sending units to at a time like this, obviously not a great maneuver. Oh, all these Marines could die though. That would be really nice for HayprO to get those thinned out, but there's just a ton of medevacs keeping those guys alive. There's still a whole page of Marines, several Marauders still alive. drewbie going to be moving on to this natural, or actually this high yield base now. He's at 30 food advantage, 40 food almost, and probably going to be able to pick that off if he can just power down these Ultralisks very quickly and avoid taking all that splash damage. We'll keep an eye on the Ultralisk life. One of them pops really quick, the other one goes down. drewbie still left with quite a lot of Marines and Marauders, and going to be pretty much mowing through this expansion if no Banelings show up. I heard a couple of splashes there, but it looks like drewbie's forces are still intact. One more Ultralist comes in, gets 2 kills, and dies. Cost effectiveness right there, next to nothing, because these Marauders and Marines, of course, are super cheap. The Ultralist super expensive, and when it just dies like that so quickly to the stem Marines and Marauders, you see the cohesion, the synergy of the MMM. And look, they're all back to full health because there's so many medevacs. So drewbie still has just a ton of gas. HayprO down on his spending now. He has lost 2 bases through the course of this game. Vikings just chilling over the ground army here of HayprO. HayprO doesn't have any anti-air. He has no Ultralisks. I mean, Hydralisks. He has no Mutalisks. He's got no Corruptors. Even though he has the tech for all that stuff, that Spire's still up. So, drewbie, again, just looking to keep his unit count advantage. He's way up right now, 167 to 93. Not trying to do anything fancy. Instead, he's just going to be pushing up the front here at this 3rd base. Of course, Zerg can't make planetary fortresses, so this is going to be very, very easy to take out. Look how fast that died. Fungal and Speedlings and Broodlings surround these units over here while the Ultras try to do work, but the Ultras just go down so fast to these 3-2 upgraded Marines and Marauders. Even though HayprO has +3 armor and the Ultralisk upgrades, he is forced to GG as that natural goes down. He's pretty much mined out. Yes, he is actually mined out at his main and his natural. Never got this base up and couldn't keep the high yield. So drewbie takes that series 2 games to 0. Very fun series to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and actually it dawned on me almost near the end of this game that I actually watched this series live at MLG Dallas. So if you guys saw these games before, I apologize, but I am going to cast more games that interest me with really good players, so please stick around and check out some more series in the near future. Thanks.